Good day to all of you. Welcome to EC Physics. Learn physics as easy as 1, 2, 3. Through this video, we are going to discuss two of the important physical quantities which describes motion. They are nothing but speed and velocity. But before watching this video, make sure that you've already watched part 1 of motion in which we discussed about distance and displacement. If not, please do visit my channel and watch part 1 of motion so that understanding of speed and velocity will be better. To get to know what is speed and what are the different types of speed we will be coming across, let's quickly go and witness a car race between two. One is Ravi and the other one is Suresh. They both are all set to start a race of 200 meters. First, we'll watch and analyze the first half of the race and try to predict who is going to be the winner of this race. Let's watch. Both are covering up 100 meters where Ravi was quick and he covers 100 meter in 12 seconds. To predict who will win the race, we need to calculate one quantity called speed. It is nothing but distance divided by time taken. Speed of an object is the distance the object covers in unit time. And from the formula, we can see what is the SI unit of speed. We know that in SI system, distance covered will be measured in meter and time will be measured in second. So SI unit of speed is meter per second. Whereas in practical situations where we cover up longer distances, distance will be measured in a bigger unit called kilometer and time will be measured in hour. Therefore, the unit of speed will be kilometer per hour. But while solving our problems, we'll measure it in meter per second. Let's analyze the speed of both the cars to predict who is going to be the winner. You can see Ravi has covered 100 meters in just 12 seconds. So his speed is 100 by 12, 8.33 meter per second. Whereas Suresh has taken how much time? He has taken 14 seconds to cover 100 meter. So his speed will be 100 by 14. It's going to be 7.14 meter per second. So Ravi is quicker than Suresh. So we are expecting Ravi to win the race. Let's go back and watch the next half of the race. Yes, but surprisingly, Suresh has won the race, which means we went wrong in our prediction somewhere. For that, let's have a detailed analysis of the motion of the two cars. For that, we need to see the time taken by both of them in fixed intervals of time. Let's first analyze Suresh. He has taken 14 seconds to cover 100 meter, whereas he took only 4 seconds to cover the next 50 and 2 seconds to cover the next 50. So his speed was different, whereas Ravi has taken 12 seconds to cover 100 meter and 6 seconds to cover next 50 and 6 seconds to cover another 50, which means he was moving with constant speed as you can see here, whereas Suresh was keep on increasing his speed. So one was keep on moving with same speed 8.33, whereas Suresh was keep on increasing his speed. That is the reason why he was able to come fast. So in this case, we'll calculate average speed, means total distance divided by total time taken. So for Suresh, the average speed was 200 by 20, it's 10 meter per second. Whereas for Ravi, the average speed was 8.33 meter per second because he was keep on traveling with the same speed. So that is the reason why Ravi was not able to come up first in the race. So here we discussed some important factors. Let's see one by one each of them. First one is definition of speed. It is nothing but distance of an object travels per unit time. From the definition, we can formulate speed is equal to distance divided by time. From the formula, we can write the unit in which speed will be measured. It is nothing but meter per second. And while studying the formulas, I always prefer study the formula triangle so that calculation of another quantities will become easier. For example, if you want to calculate speed, see, it's distance by time, right? Or if you want to calculate time, you can easily recollect the formula time is equal to distance by speed, S by V. Or if you want to calculate distance, it's nothing but speed into time. So this is an easier way of memorizing formula, study in the form of a triangle. Hope you will practice this and you'll have a better memorizing capacity of calculating different quantities from the same equation. Let's come back to speed. By using the formula, we can easily calculate the speed. Let's have a look into some examples whether we are able to calculate the speed quickly or not. First example is a snail takes 5 seconds to crawl across the ruler. As you can see here, it covers 7 centimeters. Now, while calculating this speed, you have to use the formula distance by time, but make sure that both distance and time are in SI units. So here, while calculating 7 centimeter has to be converted into meter, it will be nothing but 0.07 divided by time is already given in SI system in seconds. So your answer will be 0.07 divided by 5. It's 0.014 meter per second. You want to solve one more question? Yes, it is a car drives 250 meters in 1 minute. Here you can see distance is given in SI system, whereas time is not. Time is given in minute. So you have to convert minute into second. 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds. So your speed will be 250 divided by 60, it will be 4.17 meter per second. So solving problems based on speed is as simple as this. Now, we discussed about two different types of motion, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So uniform speed means what? It's nothing but the speed of an object if it covers equal distance in equal intervals of time. You can see here the car is moving with uniform speed because it was covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. So that speed is known as uniform speed. Whereas in almost all the practical situations, we will be coming across variable speed because based on the crowdness of the road, we might have to sometime go faster, sometimes we may have to slow down, right? So that case, distance is not going to be equal in equal intervals of time. At that time, we say that the speed of the object is variable if it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. In the case of non-uniform motion, it is always better that we speak about average speed. So how to calculate average speed? It is nothing but the total distance covered by an object in the given time. So average speed will be equal to total distance divided by total time taken. This is a formula you can use to find out average speed. Hope the concept of speed is very, very clear to all of you. Now, most of the time, knowing the speed will not be enough. For example, sailors must know the speed and direction of their boat while they are traveling. So what is speed plus direction called as? It is nothing but velocity. It is speed and direction. For example, if you say a sailboat traveling at 20 km per hour in southeast direction, the quantity is nothing but velocity. So velocity can be defined as the displacement divided by time taken. It is obviously a vector quantity. Hope you all know what is a vector. It is a quantity which has both magnitude and direction. So speed do have only magnitude. That is why we call it as scalar. and velocity is having both magnitude and direction. So we will say it is a vector quantity. Here also, we will be having uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, and for non-uniform motion, we'll calculate average velocity. Uniform velocity means if it covers equal displacement. Instead of using the term distance, we use the term displacement. So in that case, we say that object is having uniform velocity. Whereas if it is covering unequal displacement, it can be variable speed. Variable velocity means it could be variable speed, that is magnitude is changing, or sometimes it can be uniform speed but change in direction. For example, if an object is moving in circular path, its speed is constant, whereas its direction will be keep on changing. It's a circular path. If the object is moving with uniform speed, say 20 meter per second, but at every time, every moment of time, its direction will be along the tangent, means it is going to be different directions. So in that case also, we say that object is having variable velocity. So it could be a change in magnitude or change in direction or change in both magnitude and direction. In the case of non-uniform motion, we speak about average velocity. Average velocity is nothing but total displacement divided by total time taken. But when variable velocity is there, there is a possibility that this variation is uniform. Even though the velocity is changing, the change will happen uniformly. So that kind of motion, we call it as motion with uniform acceleration. Coming with a new term, right? Acceleration. Don't worry, we will discuss about acceleration in one of our forthcoming videos. Please do wait for it. So in that case, when an object is moving with uniform acceleration, we can find out average velocity by using the formula u plus v by 2, that is sum of initial and final velocities divided by 2. Hope you all understood what is speed and what is velocity. We'll quickly have a recap of difference between speed and velocity. Let's start with the definitions. Speed is distance by time taken, whereas velocity is displacement by time taken. Speed tells nothing about the direction, whereas velocity will give you the direction of motion of the body. Since speed do not have a direction, we call it as a scalar quantity. And since velocity has a direction, we call it as a vector. Now, what is the next difference? It is speed can be positive or zero, whereas negative velocity is also possible. In speed, we don't use the negative term, but in velocity, we use positive, zero, or negative. The next difference is average speed of a moving body can never be zero, whereas average velocity can be zero. Can you say at what time? It's very simple because velocity is displacement by time. If an object starts from a point and its initial point is coming as same as that of the final point, that is, if an object moves in a circular path, comes back to the same point, or if an object start from point A, goes and then again coming back to the same point. In all the cases where object is reaching back to the same point, same initial point, we say that displacement is zero. As a result, average velocity will be zero. So average speed of a moving object can never be zero, whereas average velocity of a moving object can be zero if it comes back to the same point. Hope the topics of speed and velocity is very clear to all of you. If any questions related to this, please do comment. Hope everybody enjoyed learning speed and velocity, and I hope the concept of speed and velocity is very, very simple now. Hope all of you enjoyed. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my channel to keep watching and enjoy learning physics.